Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? It's been not long. I have been shooting back-to-back makeup videos as I have developed this strong love for makeup and I want to try new looks. I want to try makeup done in different countries, different cultures. I want to try bold makeup. I want to try minimal makeup, and with that I'm going to say that I'm doing a very beautiful look today. So, I don't know if you guys have seen Turkish people doing makeup. So, I have been watching a lot of Turkish dramas, Turkish web series lately, and I have seen their makeup, like how their skin is looking and how makeup sits on their face. Of course, the Turkish genes, but we'll try to incorporate those things into our routine today. So, I am going to try a new makeup look which would be inspired by this Turkish actress. I am in absolutely love with her makeup or her makeup artist. So I'm going to try this particular look where you have very sculpted cheeks and glowing cheeks with a soft brown smoky liner or smoky kohl. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, this is my makeup stash today. I'm going to show you each and every step which I'm going to use. Very first thing which we are going to do is prep our face. Care is very important, guys. So most of the time when you see people having very glowy skin or flawless skin, it is not because of the makeup. Most of the time it could be genes or genetics, but most of the time it is your right skincare. So the very first thing which we should do is kind of clean our face. I'm going to take this makeup wipe. You can go wash your face or kind of use a makeup wipe like I'm doing, and go gentle on your skin and wipe all the dirt and dust. At this point, you have to be very gentle to your skin. Do not rub it or scratch it. You can already see I've started getting redness here because I kind of, being this much gentle, still, you kind of get red patches. So you don't have to do that. Be very gentle on your skin and kind of just remove the excess dust or pollution, whatever is there in your face. One more disclaimer which I would like to put up is I'm not filming this video in front of any harsh lights or any kind of light, to be honest. It is just normal natural light and I'm filming it. So you will see all my beauty marks, all my acne marks or any sorts of discoloration. So you can see a lot of discoloration around my forehead. So I want this makeup video to be more natural. This step ensures that your face is really clean before you start the makeup. You shouldn't be doing makeup on a dirty face. This is how my skin looks. Now I will start prepping my skin, meaning I'll kind of go in with a moisturizer. I'm using very drugstore products here. I don't want to go overboard with the products. I'll always use the product which is very easily available and is very budget friendly. So I'm using the Pond moisturizer, which is super light gel, non-sticky, and has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. The moisturizer looks like, I know you might have definitely seen this moisturizer. It has been a lot in the commercials lately. This is how the consistency is. It's a super light gel and kind of provides a lot of moisturization to your skin. You'll immediately feel moisturized. Be generous in this step. Do not skip your moisturizers. This help your makeup to sit really nice and your skin to be looking as if you have drank a lot of water. I always like to give a little bit of massage when I am kind of applying my moisturizer so that it also depuffs your face. So there are more different kind of pre-makeup products which people use. You might have seen in different videos, as in the high-end version. You might have seen Charlotte Tilbury. You might have seen Bobbi Brown moisturizing or pre-makeup cream. Those are also really nice, but it's kind of on the high end. Maybe someday we'll be using those as well. But for today, we are going ahead with Pond's. Once you have moisturized your skin, next up is a primer. People who have a lot of pores around this area should use a pore minimizer primer. People with oily skin should use a oil minimizer primer. So there are tons of primer in the market. For now, I'm going to use this primer from Color Essence. One primer which I have used in the past and I really love it is the Smashbox primer. It is a very nice primer. It kind of mattifies your skin and kind of blurs out all the pore. The other primer which I would definitely recommend is on the budget friendly side would be Elf Putty primer. That's also really nice. I'm taking this much, a very small amount, and I've seen a lot of people going overboard with the primer, like going on their entire face. Primer help in blurring out the pores. So right now I'm just using it around my nose. As you can see the difference, it has kind of created a matte finish. So that's what a primer does. A little bit here. That is it. Actually need very little amount of product when it comes to makeup, and that is the beauty of makeup. You let your skin peek in, do not be unnatural. So most of the people when they do makeup, they feel like it's very cakey and heavy and they don't feel themselves. It is not because of the makeup, it is the amount of makeup you're using. So be very generous on how much you're using any product, be it be a high-end product, be it be a very cheap product. You should start with something very little and then build it up. Okay, so my primer is done. Now, this Turkish look basically is snatched. So the makeup which I'm trying to do has a very kind of, glowy base. And I will not say an entire face of glow, but mostly in their high points, they have a very nice glow, a very subtle glow. So I'm trying to achieve that. So for that, I'm going to use Nykaa Strobe and Glow Liquid Highlighter, which is in the shade Blushed Moonlight. Okay, so again, I'll be using very tiny bit of product, and then if I need, I'll go ahead. Do not start with, having a lot of product. The the bad part about this product, this is a very nice product, guys, but the only worst thing about this is like the product doesn't comes out. It's like very difficult to take out the product. So like this doesn't work. Anyway, so like I'm not going directly into the skin, I'm just taking a little bit. You see how much I'm taking? It's this much. Like, okay, I would just want to do a swatch. This is how it looks. So if I take it in the back of my hand, it's a very glowy and kind of luminous. It gives a very nice effect, very nice glow. It could be used as a body glow, like you can apply it in your body as well. So yeah, so I'm taking it at the back of my hand, kind of mixing it a little bit, and then I'll just put this in my high points, nowhere else. So you don't want your entire face to lit up. You just want your high points to be a little shiny. I don't know if you can see the difference on, but yeah, this is it. That's the beauty about using less and then going ahead with more if required. So again, yeah, that is it. I'm gonna take a little bit on my temples and then a little bit here. One thing which I would lay a strong emphasis on is blending. Guys, makeup is all about blending. You should not be very quick with your makeup. I have seen people being very, very quick. I've seen myself being very, very quick with makeup and turning out it to be a disaster. And when I slow down and kind of sit, relax, and do my makeup, it turns out to be too good. So it's not with, there's nothing wrong with the makeup or there's nothing kind of wrong with the products, but it's the time you give while doing your makeup, that's what make it look so nice. But one more product which I could kind of suggest you guys is the Elf Halo. Not for the oily skin people. So oily skin people do not use a very liquidish highlighter. So oily skin girls can use a strobe cream. Like Swiss Beauty does a very nice strobe cream and it's very kind of economic and budget. The other strobe cream, if you want to go in high end, is the MAC strobe cream. That is genuine product. Next, we will have to go with our foundation or a skin tint. Here, I would suggest you to use a skin tint if possible and skip your foundation for this look. I am using this skin tint which is from the brand called Oriflame and it says it is very me, peach me, perfect skin glow. I'll show you. It has a little runny consistency. It is not it's not like a foundation. It has a peachy effect. So I want a peachy effect for this look. So this is how it looks. Ahead with your brush or use your fingers. I'm going to use my fingers because with brush you get a lot of coverage and I do not want coverage for this look. One more thing which we could do is like mix your moisturizer with this foundation and then apply in your skin. That would make it even better. I think I'm going to do that. I'm using the same Pond moisturizer and I will kind of take a little bit, mix it with my foundation. So this is my Pond's moisturizer, this is my tint and I'm gonna mix it. So this will make it even more lighter and sheer. It looks juicy. You can add your highlighter or illuminator in the same and make a concoction out of it and then apply it. But I'm going to go ahead with this. I will start dotting my face. I am not going to go under my eyes because that's where my concealer will sit and I don't want extra layers in my skin. I think this will be it for the foundation. I'm not going to go overboard with it. This is how my skin looks. Very skin-like. You can see my acne marks. You can see my pimple up here. So there are days when I literally want to skip my concealer and I feel like just go in with the foundation. Like if it's a day out, if it's just a shopping day or like going out in a cafe or something, I don't like to go ahead with my concealer. But for today's look, we will. So this is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, which I'm using here. Um, Again, with the concealer, I'm going to go very tiny bit of it. So just put a little bit of dots here. And you should not put your concealer inside your eyes, like it should be outside. And to the places where you want to highlight it. So I want to highlight my forehead here and a little bit on my nose. Very little bit. And now I'll start hiding my marks. All the marks which I feel is like kind of peeking through. So wherever you have a pimple or an acne, try to hide that spot with this concealer. And let it sit for some time. The step is my brows, which is very important. So all the Turkish beauties use a brown color brow. So yeah. So this is the brow thing which I have. It is from the brand Nika. From Nika, and if you see, it has three shades. It has black, it has dark brown, and just a little lesser brown. I'm going to use this shade and this shade, both mixing it up and then using it in my brows. So yeah, the very first thing which we have to do is like kind of brush your brows. That's very important. And then just fill in the gaps. You don't have to go overboard. And we will start from this point till here. We'll not do anything at the front. So you see how nice and fuller it looks. Not boxy, but fuller. concealer. For that, I'm going to use a brush. These are from Amazon. You can get a set of, I think, 10 brushes. Kind of set my under eyes and here a little bit with a powder, and then we kind of will go ahead with rest of the makeup. So I'm using a very tiny brush, and this is my setting powder. Very little bit of it. I don't want to be overboard with my powder because that's when it starts looking cakey and it starts looking heavy, and we don't want that for sure. Right now, just put some powder and leave it for rest. Let it bake. All the places where you feel you will be sweating. So like this area is where I feel I sweat and my makeup budges off, and especially my chin. For the eyes, there's nothing much. It is just a soft brown look. Go with the lightest shade. So this palette is from Swiss Beauty. I use it a lot. Go with the lightest shade in your palette, which is currently this one. I'll be very light with this shade. So I'm gonna take this, dust off all the extra, and then kind of put it all over my eyes, just to give it a base. I don't want anything. That's it. Brick red. Oh yeah, this is what I need. Now I'm gonna take it till the front. And do the same in this side. Just a little bit. Now with the same brush, I'm gonna dust off the powder product. Bronzer. This bronzer is from L'Oreal. This is how it looks. It's a light cool tone bronzer. I'm gonna take an angle brush. Gonna apply a little bit, not much. Be very precise on where we are placing it. Don't go like this. Just go kind of be in damping motion. That's when you have more control on where you are putting. Blend. And of course here, I'll do sweeping just to make your jawline look a little bit. I'll just sweep all the products below. A white coal. Take a white coal and definitely open your eyes up. For the lips is, I'm going to use this shade. And I let it sit for 2 minutes. I am using this palette from Wet n Wild, and I'm going to use this pink shade. Now the last part is the highlighter. If I'm using the same highlighter shade from this palette, I'm gonna highlight my nose and this portion and a little bit here. So this is the makeup look. Yeah, fun part. I'm gonna remove this lipstick off using a wipe. I think I did a pretty good job, especially with the white kohl pencil. It kind of opens my eye and make it look so pretty. If you like this makeup look, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share it with your friends or your girlfriends and let them try this look. If you are interested in more such videos, do leave me a comment and let me know.